Welcome back to another Code Recollection. If you saw the end of part 6, you know that the El Gato capture card decided it needed a break, shall we say. So I may have lost just a little bit of the ending in between the point where it happened and I noticed it happening. Let's go through the backlog feature real quick, just to catch up on where we were, and if I, missed something, then we'll be good. Alright, after we picked up the research, paper cover seems like a good place to go. We saw a bunch of cobwebs. We saw a view of the ocean. We came on a boat. Of course, we already knew that. And they'll revoice these if I click them, right?
It's about meeting my dad.
Yep.
I just kept thinking, what do I do if he's a jerk?
Are you scared of that?
Maybe. A little.
Huh.
Okay, only if they were originally voiced. This line wasn't voiced. But yeah, always good in case you need to catch yourself back up. After we saw the ocean, I looked at a spare easel and stuff. So was that the art room? No. Which one was the art room? Ah, that would be this one. Helpfully labeled. Okay, so, as I was looking around the art studio, one thing we found was one of these paper cranes that had opened up to us as a collectible, but it said we got number 3, and it's possible that we're going to get them out of order, so I might be sweating over nothing here, but towards the end of the last one, what I was gonna do was look around to see if I could find number 2 in between here and where we've been. Because I didn't know they would just kind of be hidden about the world. I thought they'd be presented as story progress like the first one. But now that I know they're hidden, I can actually look for them. That'll be an added layer to this. See if I can find them. Now, the room is fairly small, so I don't think the second one was also in here, but I am taking a quick peek around. I think it would be in the hallway. The East Wing hallway, to be precise. Or I guess it could be in the foyer. The foyer. Yeah, we're gonna take a brief break from story progress to look, just in case. And then I'll be on my way to whatever we need to do next. So, sorry about that tech issue the last time, but I don't think we lost too much. There's some old dried up flowers in the vase. I was almost wondering if it was on the stairs, like on the windowsill, looked in a corner, on the stairs themselves, maybe the banister. Again, there's no guarantee that crane number 2 is even available right now. I don't know how the game operates in that regard, so I'm gonna try and keep this brief, but I did want to give it an honest look. Actually, what was the last thing we picked up? The research paper cover, right, I just talked about that. No, we'd already been in Franny's room. Right. Oh, no, we just know it's Franny's room. We haven't been in there. Or wait, is that the room we've been in, but now it's locked? Interesting. Why is it locked? Oh wait, because I had to use the key on it. Do I have to reuse the key on every door that I want to open? No. It's just locked. Alright, I'll go back to the foyer. I think I need to go this way anyway. Alright, paper crane, paper crane. We'll see. You know what? What'll probably help me determine it is, like, the next one that I find. if the next one I find is number 4, then that's a pretty clear indicator to me of I missed number 2 somewhere. But if the next one I find jumps around at all, like suddenly it's crate number 9, then I'll know not to worry too much. La 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 la. Cranes do give you some reason to, like, really look into the nooks here. Oh, this is the first room I had been in. With the first paper crane. Wasn't in the easement. Yeah, this was paper crane number 1. I take out the camera. Should confirm that. See, nothing's happening when I'm touching it. So we read about how he built the stool. You know what? I will just read number 3. I'm sure the order doesn't really matter. As I enjoyed the breeze off the water, gazing lazily out at the horizon, I recalled the beautiful springtime scenery of Sayoko's hometown in Japan. I haven't visited Japan in over 10 years. The last time I went, it was with Sayoko to tell her parents of our marriage. During the flight to Haneda, I caught a rather rare sight. Sayoko looking nervous. No doubt her mind was occupied with thoughts of what she'd say to her parents. This was her first visit home in quite a while, after all, and on top of that, she was going to reveal such big news. In an attempt to calm her nerves, I held her hand and asked her to tell me about her hometown. She told me about a river near her family home. In spring, the cherry blossom trees along its banks bloom, creating such a beautiful scene. Even now, all these years later, I can see the smile on her face as she talked about those trees. And the next day, I walked beside her beneath those cherry blossoms on my way to meet her parents for the first time. I've always wanted to return to Japan, but it has not yet been in the cards. But I'll make it back someday, and I'll walk the path beneath the cherry blossoms that Sayoko loved so much. Okay, I wanted to read that just in case it was required for, like, triggering some sort of progress thing. Doesn't look like that's the case, but... Let me check inside the piano. There's not necessarily a rule that says they can't put 2 cranes in the same room. So that was the first one, and then we left for the foyer. That's why I thought maybe the second one could be in the foyer. And how mean would they be with hiding these? And the third one was behind an easel, and you could very easily not go behind that easel. Oh, I can't leave right now? I was gonna go check outside in older areas to see if anything had opened up in that regard. Yes, there are extravagant chandeliers. Hey, Lawrence, how you doing? Alright, I'm really not seeing one out here. I could be an idiot. Could be real stupid, but I'm not currently seeing one. Maybe in the meantime, I'll try to actually progress the story. Alright, these doors had the clover insignias on them, and there's 3 on that one. 1 flower on Fran's room, and 2-leaf sprig on this door. to the courtyard, but is locked. I've been in the art studio. Perhaps I just need to go further down this hallway. Yes, this door is open. Well, alright, let's do it. I'm keeping an eye for paper cranes as they pan across the room, but I don't know if they would show it in the panning shot.
What do you think this room was for?
I mean, it looks like a bedroom. Someone can lock up their valuables, they can sit by the fire, they can go to sleep in the bed. There's a desk for working, books for reading. A bucket! No one's used this bucket in ages. It's all rusted.
Amazing.
So many books. Pretty impressive if anyone read them all. Aha! I wonder if this is number 2. Okay, so they had this one as number 2, thinking maybe you'd come in here first, I guess. So it also seems like the numbers won't get skipped. It seems that the late patriarch of this mansion, Lawrence Edward, was a deeply distrusting man. He found gold on this desolate island, and grew the company he established in the span of a single generation. He seems to have viewed everyone who approached him as a thief who only wanted his money. So much so that he forbade anyone outside the family from entering the mansion. What's more, he took measures to guard his property from intruders by placing mechanisms all around the mansion. I believe his distrust of others had a negative impact on his family as well. There is, for some reason, not a single mention of his wife anywhere in this mansion. There's not even a trace of a grave belonging to her in the graveyard. I have no real evidence to suggest this, but my theory is Lawrence's wife fell out of love with him, this man who cast suspicion on everyone, and left the island for good after having his child. Lawrence's reward for amassing such vast wealth was to be tortured by the distrust of others, leaving him a lonely man who had lost the love of his family. However, it appears he was able to keep his heart open to at least one person, the butler who served his family. And judging from the journal in the butler's room, it seems it was a mutual and unwavering loyalty.
Yeah.
Wine glasses, teacups, and dishes, it's all so pretty. There's a sturdy-looking safe.
Hey.
Gotta have something important. You think you can get it open? Let's see.
Oh, good, huh?
It's locked tight. I hope there's a clue around here. I feel like I'm so close to remembering something. There's a portrait on the wall.
Who's this?
You mustn't enter my quarters at your whim.
Something the matter?
I just remembered something. This was Wells's room.
Wells?
He was the butler of this
Wells.
mansion. He found me in here once and said to me, "Butlers safeguard all manner of important items for the people of their houses. So you mustn't enter my quarters at your whim."
I wonder what sort of important items he was looking after.
It was keys. Wells held every key for the mansion.
We could use that.
They might be helpful for finding Jessica.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's look around for them.
Just a totally empty wardrobe. Figures the butler's bed is made perfectly. It's not even wrinkled. Guess this book was bedtime reading. Gotta be something in here. Oh, guess not. Roar. Silverware. Is this real silver? These must be antiques. Wait,
D?
what is it, T? I can't be sure, but I just feel like this plate is somehow precious. Precious? There's an old album full of photos. July 1924. The two play in the yard. Masters Henry and Thomas are growing up in good health. They're practically inseparable. They make quite the pair. Master Henry is kind-hearted as a big brother, always looking after the young Master Thomas. August 1932. The two play in a sports tournament. Master Henry, so wise and strong. Master Thomas, sweet and honest. The sound of laughter is ever present around these bright and exuberant boys. I'm sure Mr. Edward is indescribably proud of their growth. September 1934. Portraits of the two. While Master Henry pursues art, Master Thomas aims to be a writer. The pair have grown into fine young men, and Mr. Edward is truly hoping from the bottom of his heart that they achieve the lives they so desire. The drawer is empty. There's a dusty desk lamp. There are several books. Several more books. Can't close the drawer. Open the left one to see that it's empty. Okay, well that's like a full lap of the room. But there's gotta be more to it. Oh, wait, the tea set in the middle. Haven't looked at this yet. I've always loved the idea of having tea time with stuff like this. Tiny cups, cute little cakes, the whole setup.
Oh, yeah.
I just remembered, Ashley. I drank tea from this cup before. When I first came to the mansion, Wells made milk tea. Oh yeah, and he served it with some chocolate cake.
Huh.
Oh, I love chocolate cake. I'm getting jealous and hungry. It does sound like a nice combo. I happen to be a proponent of milk tea. Now some people are like, how can you put the two together? And it's like, it's, you know, it's good. Well, I checked the audio well before you showed up, so I know it is. If it wasn't, I would tell you to reload. I found the second paper crane in this completely new room.
Ashley.
How can I open it? I don't have the combination. Okay, maybe if I look here, I'll remember there was a plate in the drawer.
Oh, yeah.
Wells really cherished these. He kept them so polished you could see real reflection. But now they're so tarnished. It's kind of sad.
That's weird.
That's strange.
Huh?
What is?
Hey.
There were 4 plates the last time I saw them. It's important to keep all the plates together. I remember Wells saying that. 4 important plates, huh? Okay, now if I look at that plate, will you put 2 and 2 together?
D.
Look at this plate.
Yeah.
That's one of Wells's plates.
All right.
Dun 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 dun. Alright, but that's only one, and I haven't seen a trace of anything else in this room.
All right.
Oh, I have to figure out how to line up the plates. Maybe I should try and find the other 2 first.
Ashley.
Sideboard. Drawers are empty. Okay, never mind. Let's go with the one that we have.
All right.
This one, picture of a baby bird. That one's not level. I'm gonna try the second one on a whim.
Wow.
The pedestal came down. Must be some sort of mechanism. I put the plate on the shelf, but I guess we don't have them all. Where are the other two? They might be outside this room. That's with one in here. No. Cabinet doors. Can't touch them. Well, with this new mystery, I guess you could say Ashley has a lot on her plate. And we'll resume on the next Another Code Recollection.